Now in next experiment, we will learn how to find out bandwidth. That is we are going to do with a method called as square wave testing method. This is a shortcut method used to determine bandwidth of an amplifier. Now to determine bandwidth, we require lower cutoff frequency FL, higher cutoff frequency FH, and then bandwidth is calculated as difference between FH and FL, that is FH minus FL. Now here is the circuit to find out the lower cutoff frequency FL. Now as you can see here in the circuit, the basic configuration is here CS amplifier. Now for the CS amplifier, instead of sine wave, we are now giving square wave whose amplitude is 1 volt peak to peak and frequency we are keeping it as 100 Hz. And for this particular input signal, we will observe the output waveform. So here is the circuit. So circuit is again the same CS amplifier with our pre-calculated values of biasing circuit, that is RD, RS and RG. Now input, as I told you, instead of square wave, sine wave, now we have to give square wave. So here is the wave button available on function generator. When I press this wave button, I am getting different waveforms on oscilloscope. So right now this is square wave. Again if I press the wave button, I am getting triangular wave. Again I press, then I am getting sine wave. For our previous experiments of amplifier, we have set the input signal whose nature is sine wave. But now we require square wave, so I have adjusted now the input signal to square wave. So the square waveform looks like this. You cannot observe these transitions, but you can observe these flat portions for upper and lower peaks. So right now I have set, as per our discussion, we are now going to set this input signal whose nature is square wave, amplitude is 1 into multiplier 1, so 1 volt peak to peak, and frequency, as you can see here on the function generator, frequency I have kept at 100 Hz. Now for this particular input signal, the corresponding output signal is like this. So output is also again a square waveform, but not perfect square. As you can clearly see here, there is slight slant in the portion. The portions are no longer flat. This is called as tilt. Now to calculate lower cutoff frequency, we are going to take certain measurements on this tilt. So this tilt, from this tilt we are calculating the height V, portion V where the peak is maximum, and then where it reduces that voltage, we are calling it as V dash. So V and V dash we are going to measure. So when we clearly take the measurements from the ground reference line, as you can see it here, then we find out that V is 2 and V dash is lower than V, which is as per the readings from CRO 1.2 volt. Now to calculate FL, the formula for tilt is V minus V dash upon V, that is 2 minus 1.6 volts upon 2, that is coming to be 0.2. Now using this calculated tilt, we are going to find out now lower cutoff frequency FL. The formula is tilt into the set frequency upon pi. So tilt, as we have calculated, it is 0.2. The frequency, set frequency, that is the frequency of input signal we are applied, that is 100 Hz upon pi, and we got here for our amplifier the lower cutoff frequency value, which is equal to 6.36 Hz.